The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is seeingeagles.com. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman linebacker coach Nick Reveiz. Nick, we continue our position previews this week, and a new position for you. You worked with the running backs your past few years now. You shift over to the side of the football that you played collegiately. What's it like to be back there with the position you played in college?
It's been fun. I really enjoyed getting to know those guys and just getting to build a relationship. Past, I guess, 8 months now, getting to learn a new defense and trying to install that and just trying to coach those guys up the best I can to put them in a position where they successfully can carry out what we ask them to do. So I'm spoiled. I've got a lot of good guys in that room.
You bring up good guys, certainly some good returners, and Saheem Stupart, leading tackler from last year, preseason first team. Damaris Coates did good things on that side of the ball. What have they done from the time the season ended last year to now that have kind of put them in position to have successful now upperclassmen seasons for them?
Well, anytime that you have spring practice for a returner with a new defense, that's a big leg up. So we've had spring practice and we're getting ready to go into fall camp. But I've seen a lot of gains, as far as in the weight room and what they've been doing conditioning wise, and felt like we had a good voluntary workout session throughout the summer. So I'm excited to see these guys work and obviously put on the pads. And because I always say with these guys, with linebackers, 7-on-7 and all that stuff, it looks pretty and running all that, but you have to be able to put on the pads and tackle, because just like Coach Sparks talks about, the game still is blocking and tackling, and for linebackers, tackling is a premium.
Camp, you'll obviously sort a lot of stuff out, but are there any newcomers, transfers, freshmen that you kind of expect to at least challenge for significant playing time?
Yeah, I really have been encouraged by Irvin Nard, from Ware County. He's done a really good job just with his lifting, conditioning, and he's a smart guy. I feel like he's picking up things quick, so going to see him probably compete. Tafario McCracken, he's a big guy and learning and is trying to go as fast as he can, and trying to get to where he can compete. But we've got a lot of great returners. Saheem, Tamaris, Lane Bloom, Antonio Henderson, Cammons. I'm Thomas Brown, who was a mid-year transfer, incredible. He's doing a great job. Jarvis Green. We've got a lot of guys that are really competing, and then even guys that I'm not even naming right now that are also pushing. So it'll be a pretty heated battle in fall camp.
What do players like that then need to do to separate themselves as camp goes along? Consistency,
and because I see flashes, but for a linebacker, they have to be able to line up the guys in front of them, and then also be able to know what's going on in the back end so they know how their puzzle piece fits. And so I just want to see day in, day out, once the pads come on and we're practicing multiple times a day, I want to see them execute their responsibility at a consistent rate, not just have one good day here, bad day there. So I want to see consistency.
Biggest areas for improvement for the group that you see?
Probably just overall knowledge of the whole defense. I think as a linebacker, I just think it's such an advantage when they know both what's going on in front and the back, and they can line people up, and you're at a position right there in the middle of the defense where you can influence both the front and the back end. So I want to see leaders from that. I think as a linebacker you have to be.
Nick, thanks for the time. Good luck this year.
Thanks, Cav. It's always a pleasure being with you.
That is Carson-Newman linebackers coach Nick Reveiz. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is seeingeagles.com.